imitated. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning, my catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city, you probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the London Monarchs. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And taken down just shy of the 40. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Monarchs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a first throw of the afternoon, and the connection is there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On play action, they'll throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Let's go.
They'll run with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Calvin Austin from 6 yards away. And the Monarchs go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Hustle.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here we go. 19 tight. Hurt. 18, Pioneer.
Now back to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright.
Jabril Peppers deep to receive. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level has.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Hey, smash Bronco!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 4. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he is out of bounds here. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Come on. Hey. Trap 50. Warriors, 70. Hurry. Traveler. Check. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Monarchs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw.
Pass complete to Pierce.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. CeeDee Lamb from 8 yards out. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football.
And a loose football, and the Colts pick it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a give to Taylor. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands.
Ready.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
2nd and 13. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. looking to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
York on now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
The one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score in this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's going to keep this again.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Check contact. Check contact.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
York now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2nd and 2. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the home team here, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.